Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will take the first swing of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Commodores have their offense in high gear. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Commodores are in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Collins. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps.
He smashes his way through again. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Gets the back moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's a reverse. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that's going to tie it up.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at his own 10-yard line, and that was hardly the return they were looking for. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. And the Commodores in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on third. Firing deep. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little bit. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Hamilton. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do, but look at this. This
breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Bailey. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Finding an escape route.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Creates a little room. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Looking for a man. It's Collins. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Commodores line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Wants to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it through the air. caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. To the air on first down. He'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilkins. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And it's no good. He missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
And the Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Commodores headed quickly to the line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, he's got some space. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Gonna run it. It's Fields. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Powers through the defender. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Got it in the middle, it's Wilkins. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Let's see what they've got on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wolfpack. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dropping back, it's Collins. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's McAfee. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's McAfee. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's McAfee. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. To throw, it's Collins. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Big celebration, understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Finds his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Bringing the heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. After that last pickup, in field goal range, but still time to go for the win. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Guys, final minute of play and we are all tied up.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing up.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a gap. It's Fields. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Fitzgerald. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Grab behind the line, it's Thomas. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Touchdown, Vandy! And they're on top here in overtime. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air, it's Bailey. Got a man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They are up against it, a third and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Wilkins. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. From the gun. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Third and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. If he houses this, it's ball game. Got room on the return. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. And man, just a soul-crushing crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got...
There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Commodores have pushed it inside the 20. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looking to throw again. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And he wins it, a game-winning field goal in double overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you